Right, so looking at the trade today, it was a really good one. Yesterday, no trade. As you can see, we pretty much stayed in this range all fucking day. So, noticing that, I decided not to take a trade. But this morning, we had a seek and destroy model, which I'll get into later on in the video during the live trade because I recorded this trade. But anyway, so going into the morning, I had a bullish bias. I would have liked us to come down and take out this low and have a pretty quick reaction out of it, but I realized that wasn't going to happen when we had an SMT down here and then displacement up. We ran through 5 minute imbalance and 15-minute imbalance here. And there was an hourly imbalance that we could have held, but I didn't think so. After the 15-minute got ran through, I figured we would run right to this high because of the seek and destroy. So looking here, the reason I entered where I did, one thing is right when we opened, we pumped. And this wouldn't have been a bad entry, but I didn't. The only reason I didn't enter here was, for starters, this imbalance is huge and my RR would be really skewed on it. And we had this, more importantly, we had this low resistance liquidity run down here where we came down, had a quick move, formed an SMT into this red right here. I'm just going to zoom out to the 5 minute. It's a 5 minute bullish fair value gap. And this gray box here is the breaker. It actually goes down to here, but I just put it up here. So this is a unicorn entry, 5 minute, after an SMT and displacement. Now zooming in, there wasn't really a clear entry. I entered two contracts right about here. And I was looking to add once things became more clear. And this is a 3 minute fair value gap here with a 1 minute order block. Never touched there. I was looking for it to touch and give a reaction. I would have entered more. But yeah, ran right to the high, right where the 2.5 lined up, which was the London high I was targeting for seek and destroy. Didn't scale anything here just because I wasn't in enough contracts to scale. I just wanted to wait, and I was pretty confident we were going to go to this high. So yeah, that's about it. All right, so looking into this trade, obviously I entered after the rejection of the 5 minute unicorn, and I was looking to add in the 3 minute fair value gap I have highlighted in red, but unfortunately it never got tapped. It was a 5 minute unicorn, and I just entered half size off of the rejection of it. And so now looking into the seek and destroy model, here, as you can see, for it to be a valid seek and destroy, Asia needs to make a high and a low, obviously, and then London takes both of them. So you can see London takes the high, then the low, and then New York AM takes the London low, making the London high my draw on liquidity. And this is a whole model in itself through ICT. Unfortunately, I was only in two contracts. Normally, I would have scaled at the first high, especially because it made an SMT, but I was only in two, so I was like, fuck it, I'm going to just let it ride to the top. And as you can see here, it worked out well, up about 160